2002, the Sidemen are international.
Damn. Fucking ears just got a... Oh my God.
Superstars. They're creative pioneers, lucrative businessmen, and the face of UK YouTube. But all this fame and acclaim starts with 7 lads in their bedrooms itching for an impossible future. It's a success story for the age.
God damn. This is the crispest fucking... What the hell kind of camera is this nigga using? Is this a God angle? Why does he look like baby Jesus in here? The light is fire? A little blue fucking key? Oh my God. This is great.
Ages. But can it ever be done again? The inspirational journey is a decade in the making. Let's whiz through it. Simon and JJ knew each other in school, as did Toby and Josh. They hung out on 9 for a while before inviting Ethan one day in 2013. Vic joined later that year, and the 6 of them began a GTA group called the Ultimate Sidemen. Fancying one more member, the group was completed with Harry's arrival in early 2014. All 7 were creating individually on their own channels before deciding to join forces. And thus, the Sidemen were born. Their first year was a quick success. Their GTA videos found traction, and clearly the boys had stumbled upon something interesting. So much so that with their growing platforms, rising monetization, and flourishing friendship, they left their parents' homes and created the Sidemen house.
Come on.
In your throat.
It was here that the Sidemen's output hit maximum overdrive. With nothing to do besides record videos all day, every day, in each other's company, their YouTube channels grew and grew.
I feel like I hear that sound
All
in my
things considered, they'd landed in the
bro.
perfect setup. They were doing what they loved in an environment that encouraged it while living with their closest mates. But for many of them, I'm sure this was a crossroads moment. It was a huge risk moving into a house with practically strangers. YouTube was big at the time, but being a YouTuber, it wasn't quite respected yet, at least I'm sure not from their parents. Sure, the value of the job was revealing itself, but there were no guarantees. And they were young, finding their feet, working out who they were. Was it the right decision? Fuck it.
I've got 300 subscribers in an hour. I'm gonna go and do more.
They were kids chasing a dream, 7 lads who wanted a different life and wanted to have fun along the way.
Shit, man, we're going somewhere. Yeah. I need to do more of it. I need to do more of it.
Play, record, edit, sleep, repeat, over and over. They put the graft in, days at their desks, cultivating something big they were only just sniffing. Something was forming here. And
I feel like this is like the most fire video. This is really good. This is really good. Homie did his research like crazy. I like this, man. Hey, keep going, bro. Make sure you guys subscribe and support this guy for sure.
millions began to notice. The Sidemen house really brought the lads together.
Get the fuck off.
As well as colleagues, they were truly best friends. They were each integral parts of the group. But a side effect of broadcasting your lives like the boys were is something interesting.
Hey, yeah.
We felt like a member too. It was intimate. When fans today say they grew up with the Sidemen, this is where it began.
Can you come see this real quick?
Personalities bloomed, dynamics developed, and the character archetypes were formed. It didn't take long to expect Vic to be bullied, JJ to do something weird, or Ethan to laugh hysterically. They'd gone from one-man shows to a sitcom cast, and fans were ready to
destroying his
remain
throne.
in a reformed European Union.
We have a disaster called the Big Lie. Champions of the world.
The mid-2010s were the golden era of YouTube vlogging. Despite coming from backgrounds in gaming, the Sidemen were finding great success in their real-life content. Of course, YouTube was bustling with this stuff back then.
Hello everyone, today I'm joined with all these YouTubers. We've got Zoe, Che, Casper, wherever he's, well there you are, and Alfie Davis. Yeah.
Joe Sugg and his creator friends reigned the platform for years. But many of these guys are nowhere to be seen in 2022. Asked why, Joe Sugg said,
"My audience have all grown up, or the audience I had back then, they're all now in their 20s. The stuff that I knew how to make back then is not what they want to consume now as content."
Which means one thing, they didn't adapt well enough. Not like the Sidemen.
Welcome to the Sidemen channel.
2016 was a pivotal year for the Sidemen. It was time to expand, attempt new things. Their shared channel was born just in time for their first charity football match.
That's a dope way to look at things, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Mini Minter ripples the net.
100 grand you guys have made for the charities, which is fantastic.
They tightened up their branding, hired the right people, and a decision was made to slowly phase out their gaming content in favor of their newer project, Sidemen Sunday. videos, every Sunday, started modestly, with standard trends and ideas. It didn't take long, however, for those ideas to expand alongside a growing budget. These videos were the Sidemen really sensing their creative potential. The combination of adolescence and resource coalesced into highly captivating content. The Sidemen channel raked in millions of new fans, and larger corporations noticed. In 2018, the group announced the
Sidemen Show!
Published on YouTube Originals, the 7-part series was the boys' first dip into traditional media. With professional crews and budgets, the Sidemen were now equipped with real production value, as well as celebrity co-stars. This series had all the bells and whistles of larger productions, but still the authentic heart that Sidemen fans loved.
I think we just do a drive-by movie, like you get your ass up, we'll just drive by loads of people.
Alright, wait. It's all wrong! It's all not fair!
Despite all this, the boys never tried to repeat it, but they did catch a taste for that production value. Wanting to take matters into their own hands, but knowing they'll need help, they laid their eyes on talent manager Tanya Pyle, who helped put the YouTube Original series together.
And we were just like, yo, like, do you want to be our personal manager? And she thought about it. She was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's see what happens.
To the moon, baby, to the moon!
This catalyzed a new era of Sidemen Sundays. Bigger ideas, larger budgets, and longer screen time. Hours of content for fans to consume every single Sunday. It became an instrumental part of a fan's week. They were huge videos, but more importantly, they were consistent.
Please tell everybody your favorite magic spell.
That regularity, alongside the boys' hunger to keep pushing, forced
that clip
the Sidemen
still to
into
this
the
day.
news.
There's people
this
like,
holiday
what did he
video
say?
in which the boys split up into a cheap and expensive group went platinum. On paper, it's 2 hours of the lads abroad, but the views don't lie. This video is pure entertainment.
No cap, bro. And you saw how, like, when he streamed through it, the CTR on that shit's gotta be crazy.
Beneath the extensive plan,
because the watch time is like people just sit and watch the whole thing. Like, people aren't clicking off of those videos, bro. The whole time it has you just locked in. And you're like, what's gonna be next? What's gonna happen? What's somebody gonna say? Like, damn.
And absorbing performances. There's
So
an effective
good.
story here. And some real heartwarming moments.
I'm happy right
The
now.
Sidemen were now operating at their highest potential, which means they had a lot to lose. How could they ensure all of this success didn't start crumbling? The Sidemen are made up of more fame, money, and influence than they ever expected. They'd gone from gaming after school to having the world at their fingertips. It's a power shift sure to go to the heads of most, but the boys never forgot their roots. A system had to be put in place to keep each other grounded.
Right, you sacrifice personal goals and achievements also for a group in achievement. And it's not because it's just like brand achievements, is we're friends, right?
The Sidemen are pretty clear about who's in charge. No one. They knew from day one that keeping it
It's just
democratic
everybody
would eliminate
hustling.
egos. With no leader, everyone has equal priority and responsibility. Every Sidemen Sunday you watch was assigned to a specific member whose job it was to organize and oversee the whole project. When a video is completed, it's tallied up on a spreadsheet next to the member who directed it. The goal is to rotate this assignment around, with responsibility being shared equally. But this is only half the system. How did the Sidemen eliminate tardiness? The card system is the group's way of ensuring accountability.
And if you're...
Bro, this nigga is fire, bro. He knows everything.
Or 30 minutes late to a shoot,
Everything.
you get a yellow card.
2 lates and a red card. With the red card, a Sidemen Sunday you directed is now scrubbed off your tally. Why is this bad? Because now you're behind the rest of the group. And remember, the goal is for this tally to be equal amongst all of them. Next time a video is assigned, it has to go to you.
If you have to sacrifice maybe like one thing that you can do at a later date for the benefit of 6 of your friends, you're gonna do it.
If you get yellow cards, you have to put more work in then.
The more you let the team down, the more work you do. This decision might be the key factor why the group is still so strong today. The group takes priority, and they've all recognized this. Their longevity is a result of discipline and selflessness. But it would be criminal to leave their team out of this. For years, the Sidemen boys were jack of all trades. You have to be when starting YouTube. This meant knowledge of sound, camera, marketing, distribution, design, and editing. But there's a crucial stage in every creator's growth where they have to leave that control behind.
We have a couple people that are so
essential to the whole operation now because they've come in and they've just put us first on a daily basis.
And today, they have an expert team of specialists that help bring their
that boy
dreams to
Khan, boy.
reality. Dozens of
boy
employees
Khan,
that help
boy.
from thumbnails all the way up to building businesses. They've recruited powerful people with talent and drive to
That
help
boy
complete
shit.
the Sidemen puzzle. And in doing so, the group's job titles have evolved.
I think the one thing that's very different about being a video creator is that to do it as a job, you have to become a distributor.
As they've aged, qualities in management, supervision, and leadership have had to form. A spirit for enterprise emerged, and many successful business ventures are thanks to the behind-the-scenes help. Because of this rock-solid foundation and guidance, it's really hard to see the Sidemen slowing down anytime soon.
You guys really could do Sidemen forever and have it maintain your lifestyle forever.
I'm sure the Sidemen look back on their journey as a bit of a fever dream.
Literally forever, bro.
They've accomplished so much, and every step is still there to be watched. Just 10 years ago, they were kids playing FIFA in their bedrooms. They didn't know their place in the world, what was destined for them. They just had the balls to imagine. It took creative thinking, an endless drive, and a whole lot of responsibility, but the Sidemen paved their own path. And as impossible as it seems now, I'm sure back then, they felt the same way. YouTube today might seem like an impenetrable fortress, like the stars are already established, but the world latched onto the Sidemen for who they were. You don't need $1 million or a dedicated team. Audiences want one thing, and that's you.
Baby.
Ultimately, the Sidemen prove one thing.
They just want to love on you, baby.
If you just believe in it and do the fucking work.
They're not lying, bro. That's probably the realest thing you could ever say, bro, because them niggas motivated the shit out of me. I'm trying to tell you. I was doing YouTube like kind of on and off, not really being too consistent, not really on top of things. And then that was like back in like when I was really just checking out like straight music. I was really doing like Billie Eilish, a little mix and all that. And then out of nowhere, I just found Sidemen Sundays, and that shit, bro, like just going back and seeing like what they came from, what they were like able to start accomplishing, like how they were able to like do all the stuff their own, like hearing Bazinga talk about how he literally used to go straight into, it was work. I mean, it was film, or no, it was school, film, edit, sleep, school, film, edit, sleep, and he was just knocking that shit out consistently. They would sit in calls and sit there and just edit, first person to get the video up, like they were making competitions with each other. Like, come on, bro, that shit is fire. I love it, man. I love it. You ever gonna make a vlog channel? Yeah, after I get my shit together.